Hi, my name is Dr. Melanie Wilson. Before I began staying home and homeschooling my kids, I was a clinical psychologist in a Christian private practice. And I wanted to chat with you for just a few minutes today about how we can have joy in the face of very stressful circumstances. So, the first way that we can have joy is by focusing on Jesus. J in joy is for Jesus. We want to keep our focus on Jesus. We know that when Peter was walking on the water toward Jesus, he was able to overcome the wind and the waves as long as he kept his eyes on the Lord. And we are the same way. If we keep our minds focused on what God is doing rather than what is going on in the world, we can have that joy and peace. So I wanted to share some scriptures with you. Isaiah 26:3 says, "You keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you." If we keep our focus on him by being in the word, by reading Grow Deep, by listening to our live stream, watching our live stream sermons and watching other sermons and uplifting videos and listening to Christian praise music, we can keep our minds stayed on him. And then Luke 12:25 says, "Who of you by worrying can add a single hour to your life? Since you cannot do this very little thing, why do you worry about the rest?" And he goes on in verse 29 to say, "And do not set your heart on what you will eat or drink. Do not worry about it, for the pagan world runs after all such things, and your Father knows that you need them." Our God knows that we need to have enough food and supplies to get by, and he will provide them for us. So, if you are someone who is prone to anxiety or depression, just as if you had something that was compromising your immune system physically, you should avoid watching and reading the news. If there is something that you really need to know, ask a friend or family member to contact you so that you can keep your mind focused on Jesus. Okay, so the J in joy is for focus on Jesus. The O in joy is for focus on others. Fred Rogers said that when he was a boy and he saw something upsetting on the news, his mother would tell him, "Look for the helpers. You will always find people helping." And this situation is no different. We are finding people helping, and you have an opportunity at Webster Gardens to help others. On Fridays, we are collecting meals. If you want to make a meal, if you're healthy, then you can make a meal and bring it to the Yak on Friday mornings, and then those meals will be distributed. But you don't have to limit yourself to that. Call an anxious friend, call someone who is feeling down because of what is going on, and encourage them, and you will find yourself encouraged as well. Send mail. Let's go back to sending snail mail. Send an encouraging card to someone you love. And of course, we can make use of technology and do live video chats as well. So focus on others. We know that we feel better when we focus on others. And then finally, the Y in joy is for focus on yourself. So how can we do that? One of the best things that we can do for our physical and our mental health is to get exercise. So maybe like me, you have a gym that is closed and not available to you. When we have nice weather, we can get outside and get a walk. The authorities are saying we are absolutely free to do that as long as we stay 6 feet away from other people while we're doing it. But get out there and get a walk in. If the weather doesn't permit that, then do an exercise video. There are some free Christian exercise videos on YouTube called Refit that you can check out. But whatever you do, get some exercise. And then be productive. We all say, "Oh, I wish I had time to do this or that or the other thing." Well, now we do. Be productive. Get after those projects that you've been putting off, even if that project happens to be spending more time with your family and enjoying things like board games like my family is doing. But be productive and your mood will improve. And then finally, if you are in need, if you are struggling emotionally or physically, I encourage you to reach out to our church leadership. They are there to help you, to pray for you, to connect you with other people who can help you further. Thank you so much.